Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 70 of Diamond Cast.
Wow.
We're getting there now. We're nearly 100, sort of.
Wow.
So, how everyone's in different places today.
You're in a garden.
I'm in your
nice
garden.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, it's very nice. But yeah, what's been going on this week? What new in the world of Diamond Black? I mean, we've been away for a couple of weeks.
Well, it's pretty contrasty, isn't it? So you're in a full-on garden. I'm in what appears to be a cell, and Adam's somewhere
It's
between
not
the two.
padded, though, which is good.
Yeah.
Wow, you don't know.
So you're on tour, right?
So I'm on tour with Ricky Warwick and playing guitar and backing vocals, and we've been going around the UK. Tonight is the last show of the tour. We're playing in a place called Kirriemuir in Scotland, which is a festival called Bon Fest, and it's about Bon Scott, the original AC/DC singer, who was originally from here. So it's like a tribute to him, and there's lots of AC/DC tribute bands, and also a lot of originals bands as well. A lot of cool bands have actually played this. I think Reef are playing the festival too. So yeah, it's cool, and it's been a really fun little tour.
I was always really confused where AC/DC came from as a band. Are they a British band? I was sort of in my head they're Australian for some reason.
They originally are from Scotland, which is why one of them's called Angus.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, and then they moved to Australia when they were very young. I'm not sure if I know Bon Scott lived in Perth. I'm not sure where presumably the others lived there too. That's probably how they met. And then the following singer, Brian Johnson, is from Newcastle, I think, or Sunderland.
British via Australia.
Yeah.
That's why it's confusing.
Although and I think the fact that Brian Johnson is a Geordie, and obviously it's not Scottish, but it's not London, is it? It's further up towards that part of the country, and I think that kind of feels in keeping with the original Scottish roots of the band in some ways.
Why does he dress like a schoolboy? Well, the guy in the guitar.
I think because they were so young when they started the band,
that
he genuinely was at school.
All right,
so it was just, wasn't it? Yeah.
So he's like 80 now.
Exactly.
And he still wears a school uniform.
Well, yeah.
I've still got my school uniform.
He used to actually wear a satchel.
Did he?
Cool.
What was in it?
Have you still got your record of achievement?
It's really good.
I don't know what was in the satchel originally, but have you still got your record of achievement? Did they make you do that at school?
I think
of course.
probably.
Remember
Definitely.
ROA.
Yeah.
I was really proud of mine because it just said like how brilliant I am. So yeah, of course I've still got it.
Right. And your careers advisor said this will be really useful for you going in. It'll be essential going into the real world. I don't think anyone's ever asked me about it ever.
No.
Literally no one.
You don't need many GCSEs to be in a rock band either.
Although next time I change jobs, I'm totally taking it with me.
Take the ROA in, slam it down, and be like, read it and weep. It's look at how many commendations I got in year 8. We used to have a thing actually. I remember this.
What is
that if you got. Just remembering this now, if you got 5 commendations for anyone watching who doesn't know, were a piece of paper you got if you did a particularly good piece of work in high school. And if you got 5 of them, you would get a headmaster's commendation. Ooh. I'm just remembering this now. Did you guys have that in your schools as well?
Yeah, we had like awards day, if you got distinction certificates, then at the end of the year you'd go and they'd have a little presentation ceremony for the best.
We got
people.
a book, so if you got a commendation, you got given a book voucher. You had to go and buy the book, any book, and bring it back to school, and they would put the commendation in the front page of the book, and the teacher would sign it, and then they would award you the book when you went up to collect it. And I wanted to like troll people, so I would always get like a Stephen King book or something adult and horrific, whereas everyone else was getting like Jane Eyre and shit.
Oh, that's cool. You get loads of Final Fantasy.
That's cool. The only problem, The only problem with the commendation system was that they would be presented in assembly in front of the whole school. So if it was like, okay, Mark Matthews, you have got the most commendations, you could see all the bullies being like, like just right, he's now our target because he's had the most commendations. So it was a slightly double-edged sword, really. But how did we possibly get onto this subject?
It must have been like Christmas for the bullies, right? Because the bullies are like, right, it's just like they go there it's the only time they get a notepad out, right? Sit there and right. Okay.
Spreadsheet. The bully spreadsheet. Right, I've got a spreadsheet now. Right, we know exactly who we're going to bully this term. Right, we've got order of preference. The top's obviously Mark Matthews because he got the most commendations. Lay
off the one that didn't get any commendations this time. Lay off him.
He's all right. He's all right now. He don't know work, so he likes him now. Yeah, he's one of us. I know how we got here because we were talking about Angus Young's satchel that he used to wear on stage as part of his outfit, which I don't know what's in it. Plectrums, probably just loads of guitar picks.
Does anybody at home
so
in
Bonfest
satchel?
Yeah. Oh, cool.
Yes, that is a very good question. Although I believe the satchel was only something he used in the first few years of the band. Maybe after that, he upgraded to a little briefcase. Did anyone in your school actually ever turn up with a briefcase? Was anybody that sad? There was a kid in my school who genuinely did.
I thought it was just in between us.
I went to a girls' school, so less briefcases there.
You can get a designer one.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I wanted to go, though, because my dad took a briefcase to work, and I wanted to have a briefcase as well. So I did have one in primary school, a little plastic one that had crayons in it. But I didn't have a real briefcase, but I would have loved to have had one.
Would you not have? Would it not have been frowned upon by your peers?
Like, so much more that I wore and did was frowned upon that it would have been a step up.
That's
like,
the
my peers frowned. I came to school dressed as Austin Powers on non-uniform day once.
Cool.
Velvet suit, fluff, frilly shirt.
That's cool.
That's fantastic. And
I didn't need the teeth because I've already
how did that go down?
You got the same.
One girl in year 8 said to me, "You're never going to get a boyfriend dressed like that." I went, "What makes you think I want a boyfriend?" She went, "Oh, sorry, you're a lesbian." I went, "No, what makes you think I want a girlfriend?"
I'm Austin Powers.
But yeah, I was like, I don't want to. I don't dress for someone else to fancy me. I dress because I like the outfit and I wanted to feel like Austin Powers today. And they were just dumbfounded. And they were like, I don't know what to say to that. So they
That's pretty cool.
That's a very good response, very empowering response. That you weren't dressing because you wanted to be liked. You liked how you dressed. Yeah. Brilliant. Perfect. Yeah. I like that.
And in doing that, I got liked.
Yes. Being yourself.
Yeah.
Or but not really being yourself, being Austin Powers.
Being Austin Powers. Yeah, so that was cool. Yeah, I don't know if I've got loads of cool stories like that where I just didn't give a shit and people like at school were less cruel and actually were like, oh, fair play. So yeah, I would suggest that to everyone who is at school to just kind of just call people's bluff on things and say if you
want
to dress a certain way or just be no, not fuck the haters. That's too extreme. Both of those words are quite extreme. I think don't mind the naysayers.
Okay.
Like that.
I like that. That's a nice. Don't mind the naysayers. Don't mind the naysayers. My brother used to get extremely bullied because he would literally be walking to school reading a book. Can you imagine the target?
Did he not walk into lampposts?
So somehow he had some kind of internal radar system that meant even if he was deeply embroiled,
walk on the phone, isn't it?
Yeah, I suppose it's a similar kind of thing, but a much better version.
But so even if he was the book out of your hand.
Well, probably not at my school. Probably not at my school. It's like that. It was a bit like that Bill Hicks sketch where he's in a diner reading a book and the waitress comes up and goes, "What are you reading for?" And another bloke goes, "Looks like we got ourselves a reader." So that was kind of my brother, and people would come up to him and say, "Here, bookworm, what are you reading?" And And he would always respond and say, I'm reading this great book. It's called The Two Towers. It's the second one in a trilogy by Tolkien. And they were just like dumbfounded by the fact that he was actually answering the question. Yeah.
Really engrossed in it. Really good book. And like, yeah, why not?
Yeah. And the other one was they would say to him, "Here, what's the longest word in the dictionary?" And my brother knew what it was. It was
anti-disestablishmentarianism.
No, it's pneumonic ultramicroscopic silicovolcaniconiosis.
Oh, yeah.
That is a fact.
Can he spell it on you, though?
He would
Probably.
He probably could.
That's the thing. Because the next thing the bullies say is like, "What's the longest word in the dictionary?" And he says that word, pneumonic ultra.
Whatever it is.
Microscopic silicovolcaniconiosis.
Microscopic silicovolcaniconiosis. I could probably spell it if you said it. Sounds. I guess it starts with a P, doesn't it?
Yes.
Does it? Is it
Natalie's
like pneumonia?
Yes.
Spelling bee champion.
I don't know actually.
It's something to do with the respiratory system and coal dust that was caught by miners when they used to do a lot of mining.
That's why I don't hear it very often anymore.
Yeah.
That's why we don't hear it in the South.
Yeah. What? Yeah. What you bloody wouldn't know? You wouldn't know ultramicroscopes if you bloody. Yeah.
There you go.
It's interesting. Why give it such a long name? Surely there were other options.
Yeah, especially if you've got like something wrong with your breathing.
Yeah.
That's really hard to say.
Well,
mononucleosis.
What have you got? I've got Doctor, I've got a thing.
Give me a minute. I've got to do this in 3 sessions.
Well, no, because mononucleosis is glandular fever, isn't it? Which is why the Americans call it mono.
Oh, well, there you go.
Oh, wow, look at this. Mononucleosis
is a part of that word. It's like the word anti-disestablishmentarianism, which is anti-dis-establishmentarianism. It's like 5 parts of words mixed together. You rarely have a long word that's just one long word. It's what you just said is a series of medical terms pushed together to create a syndrome of sorts.
There we go. We learn stuff on this podcast.
Makes sense.
Every day's a school day.
Educational.
Added to your record of achievement.
Yes.
That's pretty good.
So, Ben, you've been on tour with Ricky Warwick this week. You still are on tour with Ricky Warwick because you said you're in Scotland. And I saw some cool pictures yesterday on the internet of you playing guitar. Noticed you're wearing a light denim vest, which is, I think, one you only say for Ricky Warwick, isn't it?
Well, I used to wear it for Shot Through the Heart as well, so it's my more rock rather than goth angle on the vest. But there was a really amazing little highlight in Brighton where someone who was involved in doing the PR with the record label that Ricky Warwick's with asked to speak to me, and I was like, why? And I went to speak to her, and she said, "Oh, I want to get a picture with you because the last time I was here, I got a picture with you or of you, and I also work with the singer of Papa Roach." Oh. And when he saw the picture that I uploaded of you, he was like, "Oh my God, that's Ben!" Like I totally, we bonded. Me and Ben bonded in Vegas. And I was like, "This is amazing." He remembers talking to me. Oh. And he and I talked for like 5-10 minutes when I was at the Sick New World Festival a couple of years ago.
That's even cooler. And he didn't just talk to you; he bonded with you.
In Vegas,
and that's exactly, and he remembered me, and that was really exciting. And he bonded, I think, because we were both talking about sobriety. He's been sober for 15 years or something, and so we were able to talk quite in depth about how it had helped us and the troubles and the struggles we'd had. So yeah, that was just a really nice moment. I was in Brighton, and she was saying, "Yes, I want to get a picture so I can send it to Jacoby of us together." And brilliantly, I was actually holding a beer, but it was a zero. So we had to get a second photo, like me go, no, look, it's a zero. Just to make sure I hadn't relapsed in the interim. So that was a very good moment. Yeah, it was a really nice moment.
Bit nice support slot, wasn't it?
That's nice.
Support on Papa Roach.
Yeah, that would be
that would be awesome, wouldn't it? That would be so cool. I love going to see Papa Roach. Every time we were always jumping up and down at the front, having a great time.
Yeah, man. Got some good merch.
Can we? How can the fans at home get involved with getting Diamond Black as a support slot on the Race Tour? Maybe we can just like spam their comments or something with it.
Yeah.
Come on, Bats, we can do this.
Speaking of Bats, I also saw in Bradford a few of our really, really passionate supporters came to the show as well. So we had Phil and Chrissy came along, and also Claire as well, and they turned up and they were wearing all sorts of Diamond Black gear. Nice. So that was a nice moment as well. Nice. That kind of support. Yeah, so that was it's been some good moments, definitely.
Oh, well, they're wearing the brand new T-shirt that's on sale on our store at the moment. In case you didn't know.
What?
There's a brand new T-shirt.
Tell me more.
Well, I pretty much said it all. But there's a brand new T-shirt on the store. On sale in our store, and it's the Dark Anthems EP cover T-shirt, the hotly requested one. So
isn't that a new product that wasn't available previously, but was so highly requested?
Yeah, see, we listen to our fans.
Like a year later.
But there we go. Yeah, that's the very.
And I believe it has a very cool back print as well, isn't that right?
Yeah, it's got all the runes on it and something.
And a message.
Got runes on it. It's got something about Dark Anthems on the back.
There it is, the hot sell. It's something. It's a thing. It exists.
If you've lost your way, let Dark Anthems guide you, I think.
Yeah. That is it.
And
I start off with sales patter, all right? Then I forget the actual details.
Sorry, cut that bit out. So, you were saying also that there are some. Well, I think we have a few CDs left with the signatures on that also have some lyric sheets Ben wrote that are knocking about somewhere. And are you going to put a special release with those? With
I think we've got
special
about
edition shirt.
I don't know about the shirt. I was thinking about it. We've got about 10 or half a dozen copies of the signed lyric sheets and signed digipack, like physical CDs left. So we're going to put them online. It's a little flash sale. I was thinking about doing a long sleeve version of the Dark Anthems T-shirt so let me know in the comments if
you want a long sleeve version. Say it now.
Yeah, exactly. And we'll do it as a little bundle pack with the with the long sleeve.
So the long sleeve, the signed CDs, and the remaining lyric sheets.
Yeah, it'll be like a super bundle, and they'll be like.
I like it.
Cool.
There's only like 6 or 10 left as well.
Very good.
Yeah. So
that's for people if they want them, and it probably will be quicker than the last time we tried to post something, because I know some people didn't receive them for like weeks.
Well, we got someone to do it for us now. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Cool. So that's happening. The other things. So Adam, why are we not in our normal location?
All right. Well, we're in Hastings today on the south coast of England, and we're down for. Oh yeah, there you go. May Bank holiday, because we have a festival called Jack in the Green over this May Bank holiday, and it's like a pagan festival, and there's lots of Morris dancing and drinking, and you have to go up and like dance at the sunrise and stuff like that. It's very fun on Monday, especially. Then they have the spirit of winter, who's like the Jack, and he's like a bloke dressed as a tree. You have to go and kill him, and then you get some leaves.
Not really kill him.
Not really kill him, but like strip his leaves off. And that's like the killing of winter and the bringing of the slaying of this winter and bringing in the spring, and you get a little leaf, and it's like a fertility thing. That's fun. And then it's also
that's really cool.
But it's also like the biggest biker rally thing of the year as well. The bank holiday weekend ride, so the whole town is full of like motorbikes. So it's really the paganly, like floaty, nice leafy stuff, and then the like, metal bikers all at once. It's a really fun day. So yeah, that's what we're doing.
Is the Jack? Is it Jack Frost? Is that connected?
Maybe, and maybe that's where it comes from.
Right.
But, he's a green man, isn't he? So
yeah. Oh yeah, like have you seen the Green Man face thing? I've probably got a picture somewhere. Damn it, I should have had the thing.
You've got loads of Jack in the Green merch, not in your back.
Yeah, no, not
in the background there.
No.
Yeah, I've got green eyeshadow on.
Oh, nice.
I've got this hat. There you go. That's mine.
Who do you think Adam looks like in this hat?
It's a mixture of J.K. and Henry VIII, I think.
It's a good
There you go,
mixture.
someone. It's actually Harry, but I'm not wearing it. There you go. So that's fun. That's what we're down in Hastings for.
Nice. Good. And you do that every year?
Yeah, it's wicked.
Yeah.
There's a tradition. It used to be up in Hastings Castle, but it got so popular now it's on like a big hill.
On the cliff.
You can look out on the beach. I'll post some pictures on the old.
Oh yeah, we'll take some. Well, the
It's
thing
cool
is,
stuff.
every year it rains. Look how beautiful the weather is now. I'm actually doing this filming outside in the garden.
Yeah.
It's lovely today. It's not a cloud, well, a cloud in the sky.
Yeah,
right?
and it's Saturday
Monday,
today.
it's going
Monday
to
it will probably rain.
absolutely and it's going to be really annoying because it does it every year, and then when they slay the spirit of winter, the sun comes out. But everyone is soaking wet. It's like a festival, like mud everywhere. Like
fun.
you have to take your rain gear and your sunny gear. It's crazy. So we've got all weather
British.
prepared. You take a picnic. Everyone has a picnic. It's great.
It's so British, isn't it? A question for our US followers: is it different out there? Do you go to a festival and it's just sunny and that's what it is, or do you have to go along and think, oh, we probably need to take our snow gear just in case
I can imagine it's
there's a
sunny
blizzard?
some places.
Yeah. That
It's
Sick
terrible.
New World one in Vegas that I went to, I played at. It was so hot. It was. I don't know how the fans
Vegas
could
is
manage.
the desert, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
So
you
it's
basically
literally
stand in the desert in the daytime all day watching bands.
When we played at Hellfest, when we played there, it was so hot we had to like hide in a little corner of shade for hours before we went on stage. So we didn't overheat.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
and that was France. So it wasn't quite the deserts of Nevada.
It was close to the equator.
Yeah.
No. But I let us know. Is it actually a really big challenge to go to festivals in the US because of different sorts of weather, rather
what's
than
worse
here
as well?
where we have to deal with
What's worse,
what
if it's
is
super
worse?
hot or if it's like super mudfest raining all the time?
Well,
I think super hot's probably worse because it's actually quite dangerous. Whereas Mudfest is annoying, but just not like it's not going to give you some sort of heat stroke.
you can. Yeah, there's nowhere to hide as well. Like, and all the shady places have been, they're just swarming with people under like one tree at Hellfest. If you remember.
I guess it
when we were
depends
going
if
around
you're in a tent or if you've got a camper van or a hotel. It depends how you do
Well,
it.
so I was
I can't
watching
do tents
some
anymore.
Coachella YouTubers this week who were talking about the different like tent sizes that people bring to Coachella, and there's some, and they were calling like there's this thing going around the internet, like in Coachella they have like a rich and a poor side, right? And you think the
Right.
rich side, this guy was like going around some people's tents seeing, and I was like, this is the rich side, it's got to be the rich side, right? Because they were like, right, so Adam, remember your dread fort, like this
Yeah, I
big
had a
tent
massive
you used to
fort,
take.
yeah.
So Adam used to take a bus and a tent and like that had 3 rooms in it and stuff, and put
We had a party
coolers
in the
out
tent.
and
That was
things and
fun.
have a little party. Yeah, so there was like room for people to come and sit
Yeah.
and hang out, and lots of people could stay in the same little camp. And so they were kind of like that, but they had it was a bit upgraded from that because they had like generators and they had
Yeah, take a generator. That's
yeah,
fine.
they had generators. They had like racks of kind of all these medical supplies you might need, like
Oh, really?
wet wipes and paracetamol and like sun cream and like bug spray and shit like that. On
Pretty well organised.
all, yeah. And they had like blow up furniture and what else they had? They had like booze fridge, fold up tables and chairs and things, rugs, throws on their blow up furniture. It was really bougie, and I was like, this is like, and the guy that was doing the interviews and stuff, like he was British, so he was talking about how it's completely lovely compared to British festivals.
Yeah, but
But they were also showing like clips of when people's tents blew away, like the whole gazebo went away, and then the guy sitting there going, "I'm like homeless now." And he had nothing left, just to sitting on his blow up chair.
what this year?
This is this year, yeah.
Oh,
Oh no,
right.
last year. Sorry,
Okay,
last
right.
year. Because this year they were saying, is it going to be as rainy and muddy as it
Right.
was before? So they did have rain, but they have like short deluges, and then it
Right.
goes back to sun. But then everything's muddy and everything's ruined. And that wasn't even the rich side of Coachella. That was the poor side, right? There's a whole bunch of other people that rent villas for like 20 grand a day.
Wow.
And it's like crazy amount of money people spend. But yeah, and I was sitting there thinking, this is not like Download at all.
Yeah.
Like at Download, you just have like your little pop-up tent, and like, although we're quite lucky because you had your big tent. And
Yeah.
stuff. But yeah, it's
I upgraded
like,
to the big tent because of that time that I told you that I woke up and in my normal tent and I was floating. because it rained so much during the night. I had an inflatable mattress, and it rained so much.
At least you had an
during the night
inflatable
that I
mattress.
woke up
Imagine
and
if you
I was
didn't.
floating around my tent. And I was like, that's it. Everything was ruined. And, like, almost that was day one as well. So I never decided. That was the last time I went in a normal tent.
What did you do for the rest of the days?
I think we actually went home on the second day. We had to get pulled out by a tractor and everything. Yeah,
the car or your tent or you?
I think we abandoned the tent.
All right.
Yeah, that was pretty horrible. People swimming around the field and shit. It was crazy.
Download is a British hard rock festival, isn't it? Hard rock and metal festival. Just for anybody who doesn't know.
Yeah.
It used to be called Donington back in the 80s.
Right. Yeah.
Monsters of Rock.
Monsters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So anyway, that's what we're doing in Hastings.
Yeah. So fingers crossed it doesn't rain, because by the time this goes out, it still won't be Monday.
Yeah. Wish us luck.
So fingers crossed it doesn't rain tomorrow. Okay. Cool. So we have a question from Judy, which we are going to address today. So Judy says, with the recent announcement of the 2026 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame choices, I'm guessing the Diamond Black team is pretty excited that Iron Maiden is among this year's inductees. I'm thrilled that Billy Idol and Joy Division New Order are being inducted this year too. I was thinking of a potential topic for a Diamond cast could include you guys sharing thoughts about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Okay.
And any comments you might have on inductees this year. And also what your opinions are on music awards in general, Grammys, Brits, etc. And what about also music competitions such as American Idol and Eurovision, which is on in 2 weeks' time. So we can talk about all those things. But first, okay, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Before we go into it, I have to point this out because you pointed out Iron Maiden specifically. Iron Maiden have been eligible for induction to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame since 2005. But in the years since they've been nominated twice, because Bruce Dickinson branded the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame an utter and complete load of bollocks in 2018, and has so far refused entry up until 2026. What do we think, guys?
Okay, so firstly, how, in terms of eligibility, what makes you eligible?
That's a good question.
Is it you have to be? I think it's something along. You have to have been going for a certain amount of time as a band.
I guess
it's got anything to do with record sales,
you must have released your first commercial recording 25 full years prior to the year of induction.
That's shit. We've got ages to wait.
Iron Maiden released their first album in 1980, and so that's why they were eligible and nominated for in 2005.
Yeah.
Sorry, 2005. So it's been
2 get the Sisters of Mercy in there.
Sorry?
You get the Sisters of Mercy in there.
They could be. Yeah, they could be in there. And
so what changed his mind then? Why do you think it's not a lot of our bollocks anymore? Do you know?
I don't know. I don't know the answer, no. I think it's funny that they refused to be part of it for such a long time.
I don't know too much about the place. Where is it?
And isn't there? Well, I've got a few facts here.
Okay, go on.
Okay.
So it must be 25 years after your first release.
Okay.
A nominating committee picks a shortlist. Then 1,000 industry voters, critics, musicians, and execs vote, and fans can vote too since 2012. But it's just one ballot in the mix. Criteria are intentionally vague: influence, innovation, body of work, cultural impact, which is part of the problem. There's lots of room and there's lots of arguments, and a lot of what my understanding of it is there's all these arguments about why isn't such and such in it, and then why is this person in it, because they're not rock, they're pop, or like I think Madonna's in it. And
there's a lot
is it really about how rock you are?
Yeah, Hard Rock Cafe's a bit like that as well, isn't it?
Yes, which isn't really hard rock at all.
Yeah, some of them more rocking than others.
And so what really is, maybe it's just been misnamed. Maybe it should just be the Popular Music Hall of Fame or something, rather than rock and roll, which is where I think the controversy comes.
There probably are Hall of Fames for other genres as well. There's probably like a country western one, I assume. I don't know. Maybe I should have.
I don't know. It's there. It's probably called like the Hay Bale Awards or something. That's more the West Country.
I guess they can only add so many bands into it. They've got a limit they add per year. So I guess the argument was like, why is such and such not in it? It's like, well, we haven't got around to them yet.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess there is that factor of it. And I guess because it hasn't been specifically said, you must be a hard rock band to be in this. Well, maybe it started off in 1983, was when it started. Maybe it started off that it was more rock bands. And then over the years, more sub-genres started to become featured in it. You do get a physical award as well.
You do. Well, it's for rock and roll and rock and roll music and the influence on rock and roll music. So it's got like a museum as well, and it's includes exhibits on things like gospel, blues, R&B, folk, country, and music from sort of back in the day before rock and roll was fully fledged as what we know it as now. So it's sort of like a tribute to how rock and roll came to be, not just rock and metal per se.
Right. Interesting. So from like the 50s onwards.
I think so. Ooh.
Yeah, so 1983 was when it started. Yeah. I've got a comment here that says the Hall of Fame isn't really about rock, it's about who gets to define music history. That's sort of what that's one opinion of it. And perhaps that actually leads a bit more into what we're looking at, the fact that Jay-Z is in it, Dolly Parton is in it, Madonna is in it, and Iron Maiden weren't in it because perhaps they refused entry.
Yeah.
But maybe for many years they were seen as too niche because they are very metal in terms of like classic metal. Maybe that's why, whereas something that's more... I presume AC/DC is probably in it and has been for years. I think it's the name that is slightly misleading. But as you guys have pointed out, rock and roll from the 50s is very much what led to all the kind of popular music that we have now.
I think the problem
is that it came from...
The argument with it would be like, rock and roll lives in the hearts of the fans, and the music doesn't live in a museum, even if it's like, a Hall of Fame thing. It's like an amorphous free spirit, and like putting it in this Hall of Fame and defining who gets to say what rock and roll is, or what
it sort of contradicts that very spirit that you've just outlined, which is that it's not about rules and you have to be this in order to be. The whole point of rock was about being different and stepping outside of the mainstream. So I guess there is a lot of controversy, anti-disestablishment.
Shit, we tied it all back together.
Exactly.
Wonder how many punk bands are
so it's...
Doesn't seem like a very punk thing.
I bet Green Day's in it.
Yeah, probably, Natalie's furiously Googling.
Green Day was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2015.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
But I mean, Green Day sort of started off punk and then changed. So they kind of like become more the opposite of punk now, haven't they?
They're on a journey.
Well, I guess
I shouldn't say too much in case they want to put us in there one day, so I better not diss it too much.
Yeah. No, because the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame isn't a bad thing. I think it's cool,
no, and
cool. it I don't agree with Bruce Dickinson. It's not a complete load of bollocks. But I guess maybe he said that because he didn't get voted in, or because Iron Maiden didn't get voted in. But they are in it. They're going in it this year. I don't know if they've been inducted into it already, but that's cool because Iron Maiden should have been in it a long time ago, I think. But why would Green Day get into it and not Iron Maiden? That's my question.
Yeah, that was American.
I think Iron Maiden have had a much more global impact on music and culture than Green Day have, because I think just a lot more people know them. Iron Maiden have been touring relentlessly for the last decade.
I say Iron Maiden are probably the most represented on patches on jackets out of any band.
Yeah, and t-shirts. They've got not because they've got the most merch, but I think they've got a much bigger catalogue of music than Green Day as well. Yeah. Many more songs, more albums, more releases, and they've been going a lot longer. So having had that, they've transcended generations. Now Green Day have as well, but I mean, when I was a teenager, Green Day were relatively new, and there was the generation before. Like my dad didn't really care about Green Day, but liked Iron Maiden.
Yeah, Iron Maiden a legendary status. Well, I guess they both are. But
yeah, Green Day still has a legendary status, but I just think Iron Maiden are like they do like, you know, stadium arena concerts like all the time and fill them up still all the time. We went to their what was their
we saw them there too recently, didn't we?
Yeah,
it wasn't. It was at Tottenham Stadium. No, West Ham Stadium.
It was West Ham Stadium. It was the London Stadium. Yeah, it was really, really cool though. Yeah.
Well,
it was because they've been going since it was 2025. That's what it was, and they've been going since 1975. So it was their 50th year.
Let's go. Yeah, that's time to
so
go.
they were celebrating.
That's time to be inducted.
50 years. Come on.
Yeah, you should be inducted after 50 years. It's automatically. Yeah, I don't really know too much about it. So let us know in the comments what your opinions are.
So to be eligible, it has to be 25 years after your first album release, right? So when is the Diamond Black album coming out? Because we need to prepare for 25 years' time for Diamond Black to go into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, okay? Yeah, exactly. And you have to have a big influence
instantly
on popular culture.
That'll happen.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's in 25 years.
Instantly that'll happen.
You know, we're talking about getting out. So 2026.
Gracious.
So
need to get on that
that's
boat.
When. So we're looking at 2050. What? No, wait, my maths is wrong.
Maybe we need to get a DeLorean, and then we can.
Exactly.
If we get ourselves a DeLorean, we can then go back and release the album in 2010 or something, and or maybe a bit more realistic.
2051 is going to be your induction date if you release it this year.
Well, let's hope.
Well, absolutely.
Oh, I don't know myself.
Looking forward to it.
How do you have an influence on culture as a music band?
How does any band?
Well, how would you have an influence on culture specifically? But I mean, how do you think music artists have such an influence on culture that they put them in a 25-year gestation period worth of Hall of Fame?
I think it's a combination of, a lot of hugely influential bands were the ones who pioneered a genre, which we've discussed before. And I think to some degree, Maiden were probably part of that new wave of British heavy metal, pioneering a genre. Green Day pioneered punk, people you could say, into a more of a popular sphere, whereas in the 80s punk was more like Minor Threat and Black Flag and a lot more aggressive, whereas they brought that wayward spirit into more of a melodic sphere. So yeah, it's sort of pioneering, I guess. So an artist who pioneers work that then brings it into the public sphere over a long period of time, maybe.
Yeah, that's good. It's interesting, actually, bringing something niche into the mainstream so that you don't have to just be associated with that one niche genre in order to enjoy and know who they are and recognize that tune as a banger.
Yeah, it was funny. It was when I remember a lot of people at the same time, when Green Day were becoming more popular, they also would say in the same breath, I like Nirvana, I like Pearl Jam, I like Green Day, I like Offspring. And those sort of all kind of came together, even though Green Day and Nirvana are pretty different musically when you think about pop punk and this kind of quite visceral grunge music. This quite tortured grunge music, but it sort of was the same thing. You'd have a Nirvana t-shirt and a Green Day hoodie, and that was because you were into alternative music.
That's true, they are different. I never thought of that because I was always like, oh, it's like I'm a grunger, so this is the music I like. But like I just kind of discovered it all at the same time, and I was like, yeah, that sounds cool. Basically, if it's got a really heavy guitar in it, I'm like, yeah, that's wicked. I don't really notice what genre it is when you're 10.
Yeah, I suppose you
just like it. You just like it because it's guitar heavy, and guitar heavy feels different from the mainstream.
Yeah, that's true. But then I do also like Madonna.
Well, yeah, she's in the Hall of Fame.
As we can see by your gloves.
But yeah, no. So do you think Diamond Black could do for goth music what Green Day did for punk music?
Yes. Is there someone hammering?
Yeah. No, it's a bird, I think.
Oh. Yes. I'm confident. I believe in us.
Well, I think...
and once you guys hear this album, then you'll believe in it too. It's bloody good.
think
Ben's more cautious.
I think we've definitely been part of a movement of introducing the concept of mental health into alternative music. I don't think we're the only band or artist to do that, but it's something that very naturally happened over the. I'm just going to ignore that. It's just something that naturally happened over the course of the band's trajectory over the last few years, and I'd never been in a band before, or been aware of a band before, where those sort of responses from fans were proliferate the performances of people saying, this music, what you said has really helped me, even though I only just heard you tonight. And so,
we need
yeah,
to come up for a name.
We
need to come up with a name for this subgenre of goth.
Yeah, it's not just strict goth, is it? Maybe you can name the subgenre and then identify it with other groups of bands. Because it's not like it's like Green Day and Nirvana being so different.
Yeah. Any suggestions in the comments? What our subgenres could be called? Or this subgenre?
Yeah, it's something that combines the dark elements of goth music. It combines the kind of quite uplifting elements of anthemic hard rock, and it has a depth to it in terms of its subject matters, and it's positive as well. So even though it does have a lot of influence from dark music, the overarching theme of this is that it is a positive message. So maybe something that can somehow combine those elements.
It'll be like that.
Right
word,
in.
It'll be like anti-totalitarianism. It'll be like a long word of combinations.
really snappy. Really catchy. Great for t-shirts.
Yeah. Really good for SEO.
Right.
Right.
So we've also got Billy Idol, Joy Division, and New Order being inducted this year too.
Cool. Oh, so the guys from
Billy Idol
Joy
feels
Division
right.
and New Order are the same people.
Yeah. That's
So
what I mean. That's why
they get doubles.
Do they get inducted twice? Or is it the individuals? No, Billy Idol. I didn't know Billy Idol was British until recently.
Yes. Yeah, because he was in Generation X.
Yeah.
All the people you mentioned are British, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah, that's sweet. Representing.
Yes, they are. We got a lot of good music.
Yeah, I've got one representing.
Yeah.
Your shirt, Adam, is a Rolling Stones shirt, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a Rolling Stones shirt, yeah. It's pretty cool.
It is amazing that comparatively small island that we are produced so many great bands in the 60s, 70s and 80s that became iconic for the rest of time. It is odd, and it's cool.
We've got a very strong foundation
having spoken
of culture.
to people, we've been very lucky like that. And having spoken to people in other bands over the years who have tried to get somewhere, they've actually found it just not being a British or American band makes it really hard to get anywhere. If you're an Australian band, it's really hard because you're very isolated from the rest of the country, from the rest of the world. If you're a Slovakian band, you have to then learn how to write English lyrics if you want to get taken seriously outside of Slovakia.
Come to the UK
we're very fortunate
specifically, and come to the UK and then make it here first, and then spread out. I'm thinking of Sparks and stuff. They were going for ages in America, but then they just found the UK embraced them, so everyone thought they were an English band for ages because they come over and they make it.
Nice.
And a lot of with Scandinavian bands, they'll move to London and try and make it in the London rock scene, and then that'll spread back out.
Although, there's a really
totally,
big, strong metal scene
so
in Scandinavia and in sort of Germany and Holland and stuff.
Yes. Yeah. And I think there are a number of German bands who just sing in German and are hugely successful in Germany and don't need to play anywhere else or do anything else. Great example. But there are actually tons more that just are very, very successful in Germany and they don't need to go elsewhere, which is great. They don't need to change their lyrics to fit the global community of English.
If you like the song, then you should learn what the words mean. Right.
Germany's been very good to Dire Black so far.
Brilliant.
With our alternative charts positioning. So.
They love you in Germany, don't they? You're getting on in the charts twice.
I love Germany, it's awesome. So,
Looking forward to seeing what they think of your new material.
Yeah, well, they'll love it because it's wicked.
Yeah, I think German fans of music, there tends to be leaning towards harder edge stuff, darker stuff, and just a lot of real passion, I think, towards...
There's a lot of rock venues. You go to Berlin, music. And then you go to Berlin, and there's 4 rock bars in like one little street, and like that's not the case in London anymore. So it's wicked, and
I think
they're
maybe
busy.
the European rock scene is somewhat more active now than the London rock scene is, certainly. And you can think of maybe London was like the place to be sort of 20 years ago, but now I think there's a lot more going on venue wise and new band wise in on the continent.
Yeah, well, we like
I think that's very true. And places like Stockholm, as you were saying, are very well known for good music and good music scene. Yeah, definitely.
So, talking of that, we've got the Eurovision Song Contest coming up in 2 weeks' time. Talking of bands who sing in different languages, and there's always people singing in their own language in the Eurovision Song Contest, which is great. And it's good to kind of like, I still listen to
you love Lordi, don't you?
2024. I love Lordi, but they sing in English. But I mean, I love Lordi, and I'm really sad that they're not like playing anymore. I'd love to go and see them. But there's a couple of bands from the last few Eurovision Song Contests that have been like absolute bangers.
Quite a lot
I
of
still
rock
put them on my playlist, and they're really good. And I still sing along with them. I have no idea what the words mean, but I do enjoy them. I should look them up really, but I'm just like dancing around to the songs. But they're really good. And we
Lord of the Lost.
Lord of the Lost. Do they sing in German as well? They do some.
I can't remember what song they did. Blood and Glitter. No, they sang in English, didn't they?
That one did, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so so what are your thoughts on music competitions like Eurovision Song Contest?
I love Eurovision Song Contest.
Interesting. I guess Eurovision's cool because it's an institution that's been going for so long, and people. It's one of those few times where everybody gets involved in something, which I think is really nice, particularly now when public awareness of an event or of a TV show or whatever is much less than it used to be. That kind of unity of everybody's watching this, I think is really, really nice. And I think there's a bit of tongue in cheek. I think people watch it and go, we know this is kind of fun, and it's a celebration of all sorts of different things rather than simply music.
Yeah, it's a bit tongue in cheek, isn't it?
Yeah, rather than we are looking for the greatest act on earth, and it's I don't feel like that's the focus of it. It's more to do with the whole look and the whole kind of camp and fun of the whole thing.
Yeah,
Australia's in it this year.
Australia's in it.
This year, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, we like to we get we play a drinking game, don't we?
Yeah,
drinking game for it.
I can't remember what the rules are, but they're really funny.
We'll put them on the thing.
I'll put them on Discord when it's time.
I really like it. It would be really fun if like it was actually the competition to find the greatest artist on earth, because imagine if like we got visited by some aliens and they were like, okay, who's your greatest artist? Oh, we'll have a look. They've got a competition. Well, let's have a look there.
Yeah, but it's funny. Like none of the like the biggest bands. Like I always thought like if Muse went on it or something, they'd obviously win. But like none of the bands that could win it ever seem to put themselves forward for it.
No, but they don't, because there's famously, in the previous century, people going on Eurovision who are actually,
massive
big artists didn't win, and it did badly for their career. No, but ABBA started on there, didn't they?
Yeah, well, I think they were going before.
They were going before Sweden, but they went mainstream on Eurovision, whereas like Cliff Richard entered it like 3 times and lost.
That's interesting. That's interesting. I always just presumed it was for up-and-coming bands who needed the exposure, not bands who were already well-established, had a fan base.
Anyone can go on it.
Engelbert Humperdinck went on it. For the UK. Yeah, for the UK. But I don't think we did very well.
It's my uncle's only barometer by which to measure if I've ever done anything successful with music. He doesn't really understand anything about anything.
Until you're on there. Until you're on Eurovision. Yeah, he made it.
Yeah, that's it. He's like, he'll go, when am I going to see you on Eurovision? That's it. And unless I can do that, then I've never achieved anything. The closest I got was I wrote the lyrics for Austria's entry last year.
That's cool.
For a song.
Why didn't we hear about this?
Oh, what? We should have publicised that. That's wicked.
Yeah.
No.
Did you tell your uncle?
But I think to clarify there. Yes, I think I did. So it was like the closest we got. Though to clarify, it wasn't actually Austria's entry. It was one of the artists who wanted to be Austria's entry. So that's like the first round is even getting selected to be the country's entry. But I wrote the lyrics for that one of the perspective that didn't.
What's
so that
the song?
was a cool experience, and I can't remember. So it was.
I'll put it in the description.
It's very good though.
Put it in the.
I'll put it in the description when Ben remembers.
So people can, Ben will remember it later.
Yeah, I don't know if they actually released it independently. Let's find out.
Okay, cool.
Let's find out.
Okay.
That's pretty cool though.
That's cool.
Why Austria? Yeah. How did that come about?
Because I am connected with some people in Germany, good old Germany, who were connected with that. They asked me to obviously write in English. And I think that the idea was they wanted someone who was fluent, so they could go, look, we definitely know these English words are correct because we've got someone English to write them.
Right.
That was really good fun. And that was another example of something we've talked about before, which is even though I was writing lyrics for someone who I didn't really know, I simply asked her, what do you want people to think and feel when you hear this? And she told me, and I went into my own memories and thought, okay, when have I thought that? When have I felt that? And then she was really happy with the lyrics, so that was a really nice experience.
Oh, that's good. That's great. Cool. I want to know what you wrote. I want to know what it's about. So cool. So maybe we'll be seeing Diamond Black on the Eurovision Song Contest in the future.
I love it, wicked.
In some form or another.
Maybe in the crowd.
Okay, in the crowd. Yeah, I'd love to go. I would love to go
in Liverpool last year.
I know, but you couldn't get tickets. They were really expensive, and this goes back to our gig tickets conversation.
Oh yeah.
I will.
Maybe one day.
We got some really cool gig tickets this week, Adam. Do you want to tell people about that?
We did. I got tickets to go and see Manic Street Preachers and Suede playing together at the O2.
Nice.
Two
Combo.
super strong lineup.
Classic.
And then My Chemical Romance, supported by Joan Jett.
Who hasn't played in the UK for 16 years.
Yes, I've never seen Joan Jett. She's like one of my few people on my list I haven't seen.
Then we're going to go see her twice, actually, because we got tickets to see her other gig in London, which she's headlining. Which is really exciting as well. So we get to see Joan Jett twice.
Yeah. And what else do we get? A band called the Lemon Twigs.
Lemon Twigs.
Are really good. Yeah. Got quite a lot of tickets this week.
And Jimmy Eat World. And I've got no money.
And Jimmy Eat World. There you go.
Jimmy Eat World as well, which they're playing Bleed American in full because it's 25-year anniversary.
Fantastic.
They could be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
They should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
If that was their first album.
Yeah.
It has to be the debut.
I wonder if that was their first album. I always think of that as their first album, but it might not.
There's one before it, I think.
Yeah.
But that's everyone knows
Very
that.
good album, that.
That's the album that put them on the map, isn't it?
That's a great album all the way through.
Yeah. I don't have to skip any track. This is how I define a great album.
American.
No skipping.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bleed American. My Chemical Romance are doing all of the Black Parade.
Yeah, it really is one of those. That Jimmy Eat World one is one where every song that comes on, you're like, this is the best song. No, this is the best song. This is the best song. Great record. And somehow they find a way of being extremely... a lot of the songs are really quite sensitive, but it doesn't feel like emo. It just feels like melodic, emotional music. But I think there's a certain integrity to it and there's an originality to it.
Yeah.
I learned how to sing harmonies by listening to that
Very
album.
much, yeah.
They've got
Great
really
album.
good harmonies on that one.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's 20
really
years since the Black Parade came out this year, and Muse's Black Holes and Revelations. Only because I know that, because I bought them both at the same time.
Okay.
And I bought them both
on get Muse tickets on
pre-order. I bought them both on a pre-order. Muse were playing like an intimate gig, weren't they? At some, like Brixton Academy or something, weren't they?
Yeah, and they really me.
You were in the queue for about 2 hours.
Anyway.
So cool, yeah. So in general, thoughts on things like music awards and that kind of thing. Which one would you like to win the most, and what would you like to win it for?
Interesting.
Is it the Grammys? Is that or the Brits?
Grammys and Brits, they're both,
those are both
possible contenders.
Can you win a Grammy if you? Can you win a Grammy if you're not an American band?
Good question. I don't know.
I think
that's probably why they invented the Brits.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I was trying to think.
So, Grammy award criteria. Oh fuck, that's really.
There used to be lots of rock awards. I was thinking like the Kerrang Awards and stuff like that, but I don't think any of them are still around.
What about the Metal Hammer Awards?
No, Hammer Award would be sweet. Never wicked. Yeah, anything. I mean, I'll take what I can get.
Anyone? Would you like to be? What would be the ideal thing? Would it be like best album of the year or like best new band?
Yeah, I think best album. I think best album would be the nicest one because it's actually about like your musical body of work, rather than just like best new band. That's like a bit more ambiguous. So like songwriting, yeah. So it's the best like something an award for the actual music would be lovely because it's awesome. This album's great. So I guess
only you were judging it.
I know. I just give it to myself. So
That's why they don't let the bands judge their own work.
Yeah, Grammy would be good.
Yeah.
There you go.
Cool. And also, what do we think about music competitions? Ben, I know you've got a story about a sort of music competition, or a TV competition.
Yeah. You mean you mean things like American Idol, X Factor, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I think with stuff like that, and I haven't really watched it, so this is just my opinion about the concept of it.
You've never watched
no,
25
no,
years.
I've never
You've never
followed.
watched a music talent show in your whole life.
Not in full. I've like been in the room
me
where
shocked.
watched 10 minutes of it and then gone
I
out.
don't see how you've managed to avoid them.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
But so my opinion of it is probably not particularly well informed. My understanding is that it's not really about music. It's more about who's your favourite and popularity contest and also a lot about how it reflects on the judges of what they choose, reflects on how interesting they are or all that sort of thing about. So I don't know how much. I mean, I remember someone once saying to me, and it always stuck with me, their opinion. They said, I think that this was their opinion. They said, stuff like the X Factor is music for people who don't really like music. So it's about the popularity contest. It's about who's your favourite, who's got cool hair.
There's normally a performance as well.
And that's
because the songs aren't normally original songs, right? So it's more of a performance.
Yeah, they don't get an original
that's
song until they
interesting.
win.
Right.
So they're performing other people's songs, so it's how well can you do that.
Right.
But it's also, I mean, I think people tend to vote based on the stories of the people. So if someone's got like a real struggle story or whatever, they tend to get more favour because people like them and relate to them more. And
Susan
they've got
Boyle.
this. Yeah. Susan Boyle had a really, really good voice, and she was this unique opera singer.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. All the people that win have like amazing talent, but they have both the story and the.
Yeah, or people that would have been, for whatever reason, like overlooked by the sort of traditional music.
Cheeky Girls are the best.
Yeah. Cheeky Girls. Were they from a talent show?
Yeah, they didn't win though. They went out in
really
round
cool.
one, but they're too wicked.
They're
Too
really
good
cool.
to keep down.
Yeah, I mean the early ones. So we didn't have Pop Idol. We had Pop Stars first, and then Pop Idol came out after that. But Pop Stars they were trying to create a band, and I think it's because in the 90s, things like Steps and other bands like that
Girls
were
Aloud
manufactured bands. Girls Aloud were Pop Stars the rivals.
They didn't win either. I think One True Voice.
It was a boy band and a girl band, wasn't it?
One True Voice.
Was it One True Voice? I thought
so.
that was how One Direction got formed.
One Direction's a different one.
Oh, okay. One True Voice.
See,
Yeah, so they were the boys and the girls didn't win. But anyway, they were trying to form a group of 5 singers that didn't have necessarily play instruments or weren't like, they were just 5 singers. And we had to, the first one, Pop Stars, was going to be, it was 3 girls and 2 boys. And then the second one was a girl group versus a boy group, I think.
Yeah.
And so the idea was to try and get all these singers, not only just the top singers in the group of auditionees, but the singers who work the best together. So and then there was a public vote as well, but they still had to make sure that the band would be commercially viable. So there's a lot of probably a lot of smoke and mirrors around kind of how people voted and what they voted for and what we were encouraged to vote for by the TV show, because the TV show is only going to show things that they want. You know, when they put the nice sort of soppy music on when they're talking to someone specific, it's like, you definitely want to vote for this one. So I don't know how much of it is engineered in a
That's also how they make money.
Oh yeah, because it's a bit like I guess it's a bit like say, have you ever watched something like Drag Race? RuPaul's Drag Race. So it starts off, and what they do is they make you dislike a certain person for a while, and then suddenly they make you like them because then you hear the sad story behind who they really are. And it's that kind of constant shifting that's a bit like watching a Netflix season where you like someone for a while and then you're told to not like them for a while and then you like them again. So it's that sort of back and forth. So a lot of it is about that drama and that alignment of
the narrative
of keeping the audience engaged like that. Yeah, definitely. More so necessarily than anything else.
Yeah.
There's an episode of, I think it's Charlie Brooker's Screen Wipe. Is it, Adam? Correct me if I'm wrong.
It is.
Where Charlie Brooker actually dissects an episode of Big Brother, which is this reality show where they're all in the house together, and shows you how the editing makes you feel about different people on the show in this reality show, where these are real individuals. They're not actors with a script. So if there's selective editing like that for something like where, you know, cameras in the house 24 hours a day, you can selectively edit anything really, because you've got a pool of information of people saying things, and so it just makes you it highlights really the art of selective editing and how these reality shows make the public opinion change. And it's really, really interesting commentary that Charlie Brooker points out, because it makes you suddenly feel like, well, the TV are doing this all the time. So I haven't got my tinfoil hat anymore. But this would be a great one. So I've
got this. I've got this one.
So I do think that you definitely get that sort of, you know, when you're watching Britain's Got Talent or the X Factor and you see all the auditions at the beginning, so the audition process was always the best one, because it's just before they hone their skills or whatever, it's just, and all these people can come on in different range of skills. So you get some people come on who were absolutely hilarious because they were doing it as a joke, some people that would be terrible and everybody would kind of laugh at them, which is kind of sad. And then
that's the best bit.
That is the best. Well, yeah, it depends. If they really think they're good and stuff. But then they also get told, you know, they've been told all their life by their friends, you're good, and they've been lied to. Which is, you know, they get a dressing down from Simon Cowell, like maybe you should go and get singing lessons or something. And then actually it's like, okay, maybe that's going to help them. But then also occasionally you get a good one. But when the good one's about to come on, the music in the background changes. It's this nice, like, somber piano, and it's like, oh, this person's going to be really good, you know, because the piano music tells you, by the edit, tells you how you're going to feel before the person's even come on stage.
Yeah. That's why I think.
Yeah, and they do that in everything now. Like
documentaries now.
But they do that in, like, Bake Off now, don't they? And it's about any kind of reality show where it's like, so we noticed that Paul had some problems with the icing, and it's like really sad music. It's like really, really choked up about Paul's struggle with the icing. It really guide your mood on everything with these reality things now.
Yeah, they do. That's interesting, isn't it? Well,
we should do a Diane Black reality edit.
We could do it. We could, next time you go on tour, right, I'm going to film you doing stuff, and I'm going to edit it 3 ways, the same thing, and see. And each one of them will be geared to making people prefer a certain member of the band.
Sweet. I like with a little sympathetic piano and stuff.
Yeah. Like, Ben's got so many fans on tour.
Yeah.
And there's just Ben sitting around all the fans. And then it's like... And then you could be talking...
Oh, you mean like physical, mechanical fans?
Yeah.
Right,
yeah.
Vincent's run out of fruit. And there's like really sad piano music.
Yeah.
Vince has only had one nap. Yeah. These are the true sorrows. True sorrows.
Oh, cool. Well, I think we've been doing about an hour. So...
Yeah, we've done an hour and a quarter pretty much. So do we want to do the extra bit still?
So
do a bit of Patreon?
I would like to hear about your experience on a talent show yourself, Ben. Maybe.
Well, you could make that Patreon content if you want.
Oh, let's
go
do that.
to Patreon and find out what talent show Ben went on and how far he got.
Cool. All right then. Thank you for watching, everyone.
All right.
And
we'll see you on
Patreon,
Patreon.
Judy.
Yeah,
see you later.
Bye.
Bye.